HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement, Planning, Expertise. Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin. Oh, was that beautiful?
Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike three.
Zablawi! Touchdown Raiders!
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Hastings High School Fieldhouse as it's Metro East Conference boys basketball here on Hastings Community Television. My name is Nick Tuckner alongside Peter Heyman, and we're back home, little home cooking again. When we've been here so far this year, whether it be boys or girls, it seems like we played some pretty good basketball. And Pete, tonight, I think that's the biggest key. You just got to play good basketball. And this team comes out, whether we're talking boys or girls, and you look at the conference right now and how it stacks up, anybody can beat anybody any given night. We've seen it already in the conference. We're going to see it again the rest of the year. And right now, the Raiders right in the middle of things in the Metro East.
Absolutely right, Tuck. Glad to be here with you again. Like you mentioned, we just lost to Tartan by 4 points, so that tells us we can compete with anybody in this conference and the sectional. So I'm excited to see how this one goes tonight.
Tartan, of course, a top 20 team in the state of Minnesota, and the Raiders played them very tough in their last game against the Titans. They'll play them one more time later on this year back home here at the Hastings High School Fieldhouse, which would be absolutely awesome because I think second time around, kind of like how we're going to see here tonight, you hope you get them that second time, get the split of the season series. Earlier this year, the Raiders, they fell on the road at Mahtomedi, but a chance to pay them back tonight, and that's the biggest key. Take something out of what you learned that first game, bring it into tonight, find a way to get the W.
Yeah, you could have said that better, Tuck. They did lose by 13 earlier. I just want to mention the JV team for Hastings. They lost by 3, but it was a great comeback.
Good game.
Good game. So hopefully we see that here tonight for varsity.
There we go. National anthem coming up here for everybody. Going to turn it over to Dick Craig here momentarily. All right, we're back here at the Hastings High School Fieldhouse. Nick Tuckner, Peter Heyman, cast of many others here at the Fieldhouse this evening. Of course, all sorts of games happening around the Tri-County area, so kind of like we've had it in really many of our games since the beginning of the season. Not as big of a crowd maybe as you'd usually see in a matchup like this between two kind of titans of the conference. So again, not a big overwhelming crowd, but still it's going to be a good enough crowd here to really keep the Raiders going. Of course, we have some of our youth down there too as our kids are getting introduced, and we'll let you know a little more about some of our starters that are going to be out there today as well. Let's peek it down into the starting lineups as we turn it over to my man to my right.
Yeah, so starting for the visiting Mahtomedi Zephyrs, it's going to be number 1, Tyler Swanson. He's a guy to look for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, Hank Roloffs. He's also got a brother on the squad. He's not going to start, but you'll hear a lot of brothers from Mahtomedi. Number 3, Ethan Felling. Number 23, Ben Carlson. He's their lead guy. He comes in with 12 points per game. And number 30, Micah Schmidt. He also scores above 10. And for your Raiders, we got, of course, the junior Kyan Esterby coming in at 11.1 points per game. Number 5, another junior, Weston Schultz. He's your point guard leader. Number 11, Owen Burnantz. He's their leading scorer, 20.3 points per game, so he's obviously a stud for the Raiders. Number 14, sophomore Matt Foss. We see him in football. We see him in basketball, along with his brother, Lucas Foss. Lucas is not starting tonight. It's actually going to be Kellen Newton, who's coming on strong for the Raiders, a senior, averaging 12.8 points per game.
Of course, Kellen has a sister who plays collegiate basketball. Of course, and with that said, I'm kind of looking for a segue into what I'm about to talk about. Of course, Lily Newton at Minnesota State Mankato, but the one I'm talking about is her former teammate Mallory Brake playing D1 basketball at Creighton. First half tonight for Mal Brake. 11.7 boards already for a top 20 team in the nation. Creighton, of course, having a fine season. A lot of girls from Minnesota there. Some ladies that you might recognize their voices from, or I should say our voice talking about them from past years. Some Lakeville kids, too. It's just awesome. Is Chad Fikema, of course, at the helm again for the Raiders, veteran coach. He's coached all over the state of Minnesota. Not only that, but he is also a fast-pitch softball ace. Fike knows quite a bit. Leagues and whatnot, too. So some fun tonight. Hopefully we hit each other at least once, maybe twice, celebrating a Raider three-pointer tonight as they'll work it inside. Schultz looking in, got it ripped away. And now Carlson the other way for Mahtomedi. They'll wear the whites with the gold and navy blue trim. Raiders will wear their home blues with the gold numbering, some black trim in those unis. Looking back along that near side, ripped away by Owen Burnatz. Raiders going to break out of the back. Of course, Burnatz will be going on to Northwestern of St. Paul. Here, this shot for three is going to be off the back rim, no good. But we're going to get a foul, and 3 shots coming up for Owen Burnatz, one of the Raiders' leaders here this year, as we right about the halfway point of the conference season. Raiders' 19th game today, same for Mahtomedi. Raiders 10-8, 5-4 in the Metro East. Mahtomedi 8-10 overall as Burnatz front rim, back rim, little kiss and good. 1-0 Raiders on Burnatz first.
Yeah, Tuck, we mentioned Raiders' free throw percentage. They've been great all season. They have .654. And it's worth mentioning, Owen's got a brace on his left knee. I can't say I've seen him wear that all season. So hopefully everything's all right there, but
that foul, Pete, was against Tyler Swanson. You talked about his importance on the floor tonight for Mahtomedi, his first. And then 2 of 3 is Burnatz at the line. Raiders lead early, 2-0, less than a minute into the first half here from the Hastings High School Fieldhouse. It's Raider basketball here on a Tuesday night. Big week of sports here in the area as the Raiders again work at the top defensively. Pass out right side, shot for 3 in the corner from the lefty, no good. As a shot missing from Hank Roloff. Second effort blocked there. Little hand in there from Kellen Newton. Loose ball in the block, and it's taken away by Burnatz. And now here come the Raiders back at the floor again.
yeah, Tuck, Raiders, they're playing that zone D again, so that's why you're going to have a lot of trouble getting rebounds sometimes. There's that wide open 3.
Nice board there by Newton. Good box out down low. Throw it back outside. Trying to penetrate. There was Burnatz. Looked like he was hacked in the hand. No call, no foul, and now back up the floor come the Zephyrs. I still, after 21 years of calling games, don't know what in the world a Zephyr is, and I wish if somebody could give me some sort of a description. I think it's like a Spartan, kind of. I hate to call it a Spartan because then Simley and Mahtomedi are going to get in a fight with me here, but I think that's what it is, something similar. Pass inside down to the block right side as the Zephyrs have it go out off of a Raider. Good defense again down along the line there. Both Newton and Foss kind of suffocating their man along the end.
So this question actually came up, I think, earlier in volleyball. We all thought it was like a Spartan. That is the mascot look, but it's actually a soft, gentle breeze.
Okay, well, so that's new for me.
Now you see why they put their mascot like a Spartan.
I guess so. Rebound here off the missed shot. Burnett's up the floor end to end off the back rim. Good. Burnett's hits 4 points, all 4 for the Raiders. It's 4-0. Hastings here early on. I know there's a wind farm. I know they got some water towers on campus. I'll have to ask Principal Justin Hahn, longtime Raiders. This one dished inside. Shot is good by Micah Schmidt. And I'm going to tell you what, folks. White jerseys and yellow numbers are not my favorite thing, even though, yes, I admittedly am getting older. I don't need the cheaters, but right here I might. Here's Burnett's looking along the elbow right. He's going to kick it back outside. Esterby back to Schultz inside. Give it to Newton. Steps inside. Finds room. Shots up. He was hacked. No call. Back up the floor come the Zephyrs. They're going to let him play tonight. Well, so far anyway. Back outside looking for the 3 ball. Instead steps back out even further towards half court. Now we're going to go out right. Mahtomedi looking to tie this game, if not take the lead. 4-2 Raiders here early on. Back inside, almost fumbled there, put into the corner, look for the 3, no shot. Pull it back down, looking back inside, Roloffs into the corner. Man, that was a tight pass, tight window, shot here, never found iron. Raiders with Schultz back up the floor. Left to right, Weston Schultz for Hastings. Schultz drives in, couldn't get the pass in, found Newton, shots up, no good, finally a foul. And man, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to have to fight for every tooth and nail when it comes to getting a call down low tonight. Yeah, Tuck, definitely you said they're not letting them play. That soft wind breeze, forget that. Yeah. That's not happening tonight. But I just want to make note of Weston Schultz. He is great at just the dribble drive and then kicking to a teammate for a wide open layup. Shot here from Kellen Newton, good. I hate to call him our big man, but he does give you that look inside. He gives you a little size, and I hate to say that makes him a big man. We've seen a lot of big men here. Guys like, you might call a Nick Maturko, Mike Hill, some of those guys, a bigger guy, but those guys excelled from the outside. Shot here is up and good. So Newton gets them both. He's got a big body, but he's got a good inside-out game. So, again, gives you a little versatility while still being a big guy. Yeah, you're right, Tuck. Newton and Foss both aren't the tallest guys, but pound for pound, they're tough down there. Yep, very tough. They'll give you good quality minutes. You can kind of mix and match the two. Nice defense inside there by Foss along the sideline. Coach Fikema right there kind of instructing his Lucas Foss into the game, already providing some defense. Kind of what we expect. Just a stat note, that last foul was on Hank Roloffs, his first, team second. Couple minutes in, Raiders up 4. Nice pass to the right, left block. Shots put up, no good. Rebound, Raiders. Lucas Foss coming in right away in his first minute, making big impacts defensively as Burnett's kind of tripped over the defender, and now ball loose back to Schultz. He'll reset the play. Working at the top, took a little hip check, pulls it back down, looks inside. Good shot, good feed, looking for the pass out to the corner. Instead, saving the ball was Lucas Foss. And now, again, some football being played on the basketball court as Hastings and Marlowe strain in the game. If it comes down to football, we might be okay because we got a couple football players on the floor, but they're definitely letting them play tonight, that's for sure. It's going to be physical. We kind of expect that, almost like a Hastings Park game as you take a look at Keith Newman, head coach for the Zephyrs. He too, veteran coach, been around the block a time or two. Pass into the corner, strain, working from the outside in the corner. Steps up top, Raiders even further back into the emblem. At half court, again Schultz. Passes back over to Burnett's, looking to penetrate. He does, gets down to the block, kicks it outside. Shot for 3, front rim, no good. Rebound, well done by Mahtomedi. Good job defensively, setting it back up the floor. Swanson, right. Elbow right now. Good defense along that far side. Hastings with Peyton Dean in the game. Another defensive stopper. Raiders really going with a good mix and combination, trying to find what's going to work early on for them. Mahtomedi again inside along the baseline. Throw it cross court. Lefty football pass. Now back inside. Found a shot for 2. That was way off the mark. Probably not the shot Coach Newman wanted, but the shot clock coming down to the final moments, and they had to chuck something up.
Rebound, good tough rebound by Lucas Foster and kicked it to his guard right away. Now let's see if the Raiders can do something here. This man-to-man is causing trouble. They can't even get like an open shot.
Nice pass to Foster. Now he's going to create offensively, and this is the guy that tonight could take this game over because he has that inside-out game. He and Newton could really find ways to control this thing, and right there, the way he started from the three-point line in, if we could take a peek at that again and just watch the way he was able to break three-point line in, there was no hesitation. It was a pass, step in, dribble, you blast to the rim and find a way to finish. Nobody is going to stop him with this type of play. Weston, great pass, but again, working that left side, if nobody's going to defend, you got to take that opportunity and go to the hole with
Absolutely, Tuck. That's a perfect pick and roll right there.
Yep.
Use your body, you can't stop him.
That's going to make things really tough here as we're going to talk about one of our sponsors in Balanced Wealth Management, Peter.
Absolutely. HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management. Balanced Wealth Management, retirement planning expertise. Thank you, Balanced Wealth Management, for supporting HCTV.
That's the voice of Peter Heyman. I'm Nick Tuckner. 2 Raiders in the perch at the same time. Like I said, the 2 9-volt batteries kind of with his, Zephyr country. You guys probably have a pretty big week up there. I haven't delved too far into the Zephyr week of action, but I'm sure at this point of the year, pretty busy.
I can tell you the Zephyr action is going against our Raiders girls right now. Opposite.
Yes. We'll keep you updated as we can get some scores on that with our plethora of media talent. We have a very awesome text chain that we kind of keep everybody abreast of the action, and we'll try to continue that as the Raiders have it again. Loose ball, it's going to be Bernat's. What great hustle there again by Peyton Dean, and that's what he brings to the table. End-to-end shot blocked.
Raiders had a full court press on there. That's why they got that steal. So good timeout use there by Coach Vikema.
You're right
Mix
on
it
the
up.
money. Yep, because that was something that I don't think Coach Newman was expecting. Now a foul off the ball to Peyton Dean is first. But yeah, I mean, just the way that they were able to work off of each other and again, provide a little bit of defense right out of that timeout. Huge for the boys. It's 8-2, Raiders at the lead by 6 here at home early on first half. Shot for 3 is up and good.
Tuck, I don't know if you saw, that was a display of passing right there. They didn't have the ball but like a half a second each, then that's how you get a wide open shot.
Raiders back up the floor, 8-5, lead by 3 after Swanson's three-point basket. Lucas Foss, nice behind the back pass to Matthew, who drives in, gets hacked on the way up. He'll shoot 2. Great find there by Foss. And again, just working outside. Again, we talk about his inside-outside game. Here's a piece of that outside game. And then looking outside to one of your guards, and then again having the chance to penetrate. They're giving that left side. You got to keep taking it, Pete.
Yep.
Shot here's no good. Yeah.
I'd like to see him make those layups too, though.
Right.
There wasn't really a lot of attack on him right there. He just missed it.
Three-point play would have been awesome. Yeah.
Would have been. But Lucas Fox, what a great bounce pass too.
Oh, great find. And again, just showing the all-around game that Lucas is usually a big fella. They're going to get a little push here out of the
And that was 2 free throws missed in a row, by the way. We haven't seen that mainly all season.
That doesn't happen very often at all. This is on the floor, by the way, folks.
So beginning of the game, they were very loose with calls, and then they call a foul on the rebound, on the free throw.
I believed in
I think it was maybe a lane violation possibly against the Raiders.
Newton.
Yep.
His first. 11:39 to go first half. Raiders up 3. Steal. Matt Foss up the floor again, left to right into the corner. Back to Foss, thought about the 3, bounce pass in, and then Kellen was grabbed around the waist. That's a foul every time. That one will go to 21, and that's going to be Willie Roloff's. His first. His second?
I think it's on number 2, Hank Roloffs.
They did give it to Hank Roloffs.
That's his second, so
okay.
Even though he's not a high scorer, he's one of their starters, so if you can get one of them roll-offs out of there.
Really
roll off the court.
Yeah, you get one of their top studs out of there and get them a little discombobulated on the road defensively. That's only going to benefit Hastings, especially opportunistically and offensively. Shot here for 3 is up and good. And a splashdown for the Raiders for 3. Marlowe Strain. Not always the guy hitting a bunch of 3s, but we will take it. Big bucket Raiders at the triple. And a steal. Hastings back up the floor again. Let's do it again. Peyton Dean. Quick hands, his second steal. of this first half, which really has featured some good Hastings defense. Pass to the top. Newton looking for someone, has Foss. Matt Foss from the top will go out left side, had it, lost it, recovers, gets into the corner, running out of real estate, and I think he stepped on the sideline.
And golden rule, do not dribble yourself into the corner. That was bad.
It's like a boxer. You don't want to get into those corners, because once you get into a corner, you're not out until you give up the ball in this case, or in boxing even worse.
Still though, Raiders 6-point lead, up 11-5 here first half.
Saw Coach Fikema there a second ago, looked pretty pleased thus far as they break out of the back. Slowly at that, Mahtomedi, but now into the corner. Shot for three is going to be no good. Great board there by Strain, and that's what we need out of him tonight.
He's almost like a sixth man coming there, even though he's like the seventh or eighth. That's shooting outside and rebounding. That's all you can ask for.
That's why that three was such a bonus. We know what he gives us defensively, but that three was just a big offensive outburst at the time as it's turned over. Back up the floor comes Mahtomedi again. Carlson had it, and then he kind of was altered by Foss. They're going to call a foul here against Matt Foss. And that's his first, team's fifth. 10:07 to play here, first half. Raiders leading by 6, 11-5. Matthew Foss will check out of the game. Burnett's back in.
Yeah, Burnett's took quite the breather there. We haven't quite seen that all year. Maybe that knee brace thing has something to do with it.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little more insight, see how he's feeling as well. But like you said, keep him fresh. That's going to be the biggest point here for three. No good. Rebound, juicy one. Raiders have it. Schultz up the floor. He comes to the top, looking to get it to somebody, and he'll dump it in down low to Burnett's. Turnaround jumper from 8 feet, front rim, no good. Rebound, Mahtomedi. And here they come back up the floor with Carlson. Into the right side corner for three, and that's up and no good. Rebound, pulled back down, Raiders again. That was Newton. Up the floor they come. Hastings now driving in Esterby. Up and under, no good. Rebound again, Mahtomedi. Raiders missing some close opportunities. Some high percentage shots. Down to the block left. Shots up here, that one will go. Shot good by number 3, and that is Ethan Felling, his first bucket of the game. 11-7, Hastings by 4. 9:08 to go here in this first half. Schultz will work the top, sets the play, gets some motion. Newton back to Burnett's. NBA 3 is no good.
That was a good look, though. I got no problem with that shot.
Wide open, and if anybody's going to take that shot on your squad, it's going to be 11. Down low again. Back up the floor it comes. Left to right, Raiders with it. Into the corner right side for 3. Strained front rim, just clipped the rim. And then up the floor comes Mahtomedi right. Shot on the run, no good, no foul. It goes out off of Mahtomedi, and boy, Pete, they are really letting him play here in the first half. As we get an update on the girls basketball game, and oh my goodness, Mahtomedi ahead early, 25-6. And the Raiders kind of had their hands full with them last time too. So let's see if we can get them going here in the second half.
They got a good squad, Raiders, though. It's early in the game. They chip away at it. A lot of game left.
Not an easy place to play for anybody. I can tell you that, any sport. Mahtomedi just for some reason doesn't click with us blue and gold kids. Here's a drive along the side, I should say end line. It did go out off of a Mahtomedi player, and the Raiders will inbound baseline right in front of us down to our right. Burnett's will set it in. Owen to Schultz. Thought about the 3, stepped around him and take an open jumper from 13, no good. Missed too many open shots. Raiders could have a really sizable lead here.
Yeah.
They have the lead by 4, which is fine. But the Raiders are getting tremendous looks here tonight, unfortunately, and some of them just not hitting them yet.
Beautiful pass
Shot
there.
it down low, and that shot's good and one.
I don't know if you saw that pass from that top tuck, but that was a good no-look, one-hand quick pass. Mahtomedi's out passing the Raiders right now. Here's a little replay of that.
Great feed. Just getting it in down low, and then had to finish that thing off. And now we'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. As Willie Roloff's lefty, shots no good. Rebound, Lucas Foss, and the Raiders escape with just the 2. Down to Burnett. Nice drive baseline. Shots put up. Altered on the hand again. No good. Raiders get the loose ball. I don't think it ever clipped the rim. Here's Burnett's in again. Shots up. That's no good. Again, drawing contact. Not too many whistles in the paint here so far.
Me personally, as a player, I like kind of less whistles.
Oh, sure.
But as a Raider fan right there, there's that zone. They find that open hole, and it's an easy layup. It's game's tied up 11-11 here.
Schmidt is where, again, Mahtomedi could make a little bread here. Got to kind of stay on the big fella. If he gets loose, he's going to be hard to stop between the blocks especially. Here's Foss. Nice little left-handed layup. Again, going to that left side, and a good finish by Lucas Foss, striking right back.
And they need to keep doing that.
Defensively, too, right into the paint. Easy look. No good. Second effort. It's going to be a foul.
This zone is going to have to go away. They're just eating it alive. They pass too quick. They're too quick. You're going to have to go to man or 2-3 or something different.
I'd like to, again, left side, just finding a way to exploit Willie Roloffs off the bench, and it doesn't matter who they put to that side. Lucas Foss has found ways to finish. And now here is the aforementioned Willie Roloffs to shoot. And the shot is off the back rim, no good. Kind of a line drive shot there. Raiders will check in. Matt Foss.
Looks like Tyler Swanson back in the game.
Yeah, Swanson just checked in. Good look there, too. Shot here is good. So 1 of 2 for Willie Roloffs. He has 3 in the game thus far. Quickly up the floor. Raiders shot for 3 in the corner is no good. Back outside. Swanson looks in. Foss almost got a hand. That was Lucas Foss. Almost got a hand on it along the baseline again. Into the corner. Off of, that Raider ball, off of Mahtomedi hand.
Lucas might have got away with one there. Had a little body on the guy coming across, but it was kind of a free ball in the air. So the way they've been calling tonight, or not calling, that's a good no call.
When the ball's in the air like that, sometimes you got to let the guys go for the 50-50 ball, a la soccer, and the late head coach Jim Neiman. You got to win the 50-50s. I can still hear him saying that. Shot in the corner for 3 is no good. Got the big board, though. Came right into the hands of Lucas Foss. Let's set it back out. Matthew Foss. Raiders slow it down. 15 on the shot clock. Driving it. Beauty! And the shot is up and good. What a great layup. Gracefully up to the rack and finishing is Owen Burnett.
And that's how you attack the hole tuck. Took the 2 big steps, make the easy layup. No more pulling up for 6-foot jumpers.
You and I have talked about his first step at times, too, and right there looked like vintage Owen Burnett. Back up the floor on the missed shot. Raiders have fast break opportunity, and it's up and in by Weston Schultz. And again, Raiders starting to run the floor now. This is more our tempo as we hit the 5-minute, 30-second mark to go here, first half. Loose ball, back outside, Swanson for 3. No, rebound. Raiders swan it away, and that's Raider ball.
Yes, sir.
It went off of 22 and out of play. And 22 is Sam Tyne, sorry.
2 more brothers.
And now we got Newton back in as we'll take a look at our sponsor.
Yes, another one of our sponsors, Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings, downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
Again, Teen now in the game for Mahtomedi. They trail Hastings 17-12. As we said, couple sets of brothers, same last names. Here's a shot from Burnett. I think they whistled that dead. I think he had his pee stuck in his whistle there. Didn't sound right.
Yep, that happens. Here's a replay of that, too. There was some body first, and then Owen kind of...
There's the body right there.
The body is what started it. Even though Owen's arm got him afterwards, but the body is what caused it first. Good call, ref.
So Carlson with 2 now as well. And I think he's going to have to come out of the game. He will. 5:09 to go here, first half. Nice pass inside, and the finish from Newton around the rim. Just kind of bounced around and fell down easy. Kellen with 4 for the Raiders. They lead it, biggest lead of the game now, 7 at 19-12. Left side 3, no good back rim. Rebound, pull back out, look at the 3 again, in the corner. Shots up and good. Shot for 3 in the corner, made by 20, and that's Teen. Actually, was that 20? I'm sorry, I gotta look at that. Is that 30?
Yeah, that's tough. Like you said, yellow jerseys on white. I think it was
10?
10.
It
Must
was
have been
10
10.
then. So 10 was
Nice
Graff.
Foul on Burnatz there.
Yeah, please, there we go. We're going to take a look at that last three here in a moment. That's in the corner. Yeah, I couldn't even see it there, but I think it was 10, right?
Yeah, that was 10. That was the guard.
So into the game with that three was Graff. We apologize.
He comes in with averaging 3.8, so he's already
Right.
right there to his average.
Felling at the line, shot no good.
That foul, like I said, was on Burnatz. That's his second,
Thank you.
team sixth. So they'll be in the bonus after this shot, as long as it's not a...
Thank goodness you're keeping track of fouls today, because my mind has been wandering watching all the body action, and really this first half, which has seemed more like a hockey game than I'm used to seeing
I was going to
Thursday
say,
nights.
it's a hockey game on a football field.
That's for sure. Tonight, both teams are feeling it. I'll tell you that. You'll feel it in the morning, too. Shot here is
way
no
short.
good. Raiders, I got pushed.
No way.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the right call.
Look like you went both ways.
yeah,
at
like-
first. I mean, which way you want, bud? It should be Raider ball,
That's
right?
what I thought. I don't know what he was doing there.
No, I thought he...
I'm not sure. He's just going to say, that's where if you're a Raider, you go to the baseline and throw it out. And sometimes they'll just hand it to you and go.
Great. Okay, Mahtomedi ball.
I guess
That's
it's
fine.
Mahtomedi.
From the elbow into the corner for three. Shot Swanson good. Tyler Swanson for the triple in the corner.
And he's one of their leading scorers, 10.6.
And look at that. Mahtomedi is right back
Yep.
to
Just
within one.
from the largest lead to a 1-point game.
Burnatz double teamed. Back outside. Matt Foss will set a play.
I got to try to go inside here now.
Burnatz thought about the handoff to Newton. Drives in. Shot from 8 is good. Turnaround jumper. Owen Burnatz. That was not an easy shot to hit. Hit in the face of one of the defenders. 21-18 Raiders. Good defense far side. Stepped on the line. Timeout.
Oh.
But you were right.
I think he traveled and stepped on it. His coach knew he was in trouble, and he bailed him out. Here's
take a
that
look at
replay.
This again.
This is the three.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the next Raider bucket. This is that three. Found him open in the corner. And that has been, a thing for Hastings tonight. You got to slow that down, especially Swanson in the corner. He's been pretty adept to those shots on the outside in that particular location. And then Burnatz, that turnaround is just filthy.
I don't know if you
Made it
saw,
look
he had like
easy.
4 guys on him, too. They know who our leading scorer
Right.
is. So now if Burnatz keeps making that, great.
Take a look at
Just want to announce another KDWA radio, local news, sports, weather, and community events as they happen. KDWA, AM 1460, FM 97.7, KDWA.com.
hockey games on there tonight. Boys are at Shisango Lakes tonight. So if you're listening on the radio, that's up there with Josh Coleman. Welcome back to the field house. Raiders in boys basketball. They lead at 21-18. Inbounded by Mahtomedi in the front court. Attacking right to left in this first half. They'll switch sides in the second. Long three. That shot's no good. Good rebound by Weston Schultz, just extending those arms. Out left side now, it's going to be Foss. Thought about the three. Into the corner for three is Peyton Dean. No good. Right shot, just missed. Back up the floor again. Driving, penetrating, block, shots up. No. Offensive foul.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
He did travel before that, too, and will take the foul instead. Here's that replay.
Offensive foul just coming in and
Ooh, I don't
giving
know.
a little elbow. Maybe we'll take it, but I think maybe what could have been happening too is they heard the travel from the bench side and said, "Oh, we better blow the whistle." It happens. Hey, I'm not saying it is a bad thing. I mean, that's kind of how it works. I've officiated hockey and baseball for too long to know that that can happen. Here's a pass it down low. Lucas Foss high off the glass. Good feed, right play, and again just came up short. Back
good.
up the floor.
Great backside defense, though, from Mahtomedi here. Oh, we're going to have a kick?
What's this?
No way. No way. Let me see that
Lucas
replay.
Foss was kind of saying that he was juggling the ball and it went through his hands,
I want to
which
see that.
necessitated the kick. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be Mahtomedi ball. 3 minutes to go first half. Hastings up by 3. Inbound, Mahtomedi. Zephyrs with the basketball near the emblem. To the top of the key, now driving in along the post. Pass right, shot for three is no good. Raiders a little out of position, can't get the rebound. Outside, driving in, thought about the three, then a long three thought about there for a moment by Team No. Instead, back inside, throw it out for three, shots up, and that's good. And that's Graff again.
Yep, don't leave him open. He's got a smooth shot.
Graff with a couple of triples now, and he has made a big-time factor on this game here in this first half, coming off the bench. Tied at 21 for the first time tonight. Shot here is up, no good, but a foul on the play, and Lucas Foss got swatted the nose and needs to go to the line as he checks for blood. Foul will go to 24.
Yep, that's Miles. No, sorry, that's the other Charlie Tyne. That's the other brother. The senior, the older brother. Actually, they're twins. Both 6'2",
Nice.
both seniors, Sam and Charlie. A lot of twins, it seems like, in high school sports.
It's kind of cool, I gotta say.
I mean, if you're in Minnesota, probably got to have some twins around here, right?
Right. You know, don't get me started to talk about baseball either. That's coming up here. Shots up, no good. Oh, that went off the face of one of the Mahtomedi players. Back at the floor, right side, hit the brakes, playing out to the elbow right. Back up top now with it, Schmidt, corner. Actually outside, three is good. That's going to beat Swanson. His third three, he's got 9. And the first lead of the game for the Zephyrs. Driving in there, fouled on the play. Drawing the foul was Esterby. Let's take a peek at this one as well as they set up the three and just a smooth stroke there for the triple.
Yeah, Tuck, they're starting to get on fire with those threes. They're going to have to change that defense because they're going to get eaten alive. They're giving him 2 points there. He actually was passing the ball around, but I don't think the ref saw it. So he saw a guy driving, but we'll take it.
So this is a shooting foul?
Yeah, he gave him 2.
All right.
Even the coach is like, no way.
We'll take it. Esterby, well, can't make hay in our barn there.
Free throw shooting tonight is a lot off, I should say.
It's not
Here's
typical.
a replay of that they got. I don't know if you can see it. We'll have time. Watch him pass around the guy. It wasn't even shooting.
Yeah, he was not
never
shooting. No. Shots up.
And
no, we couldn't make it happen there, and either one.
And that's the double whammy right there. You miss 2 free throws, and then you foul the guy.
And were we in the bonus, too?
We are in the bonus,
oh,
yes, sir.
boy. That's not what we wanted here if you're a Hastings fan. Esterby's first. Mahtomedi leading here by 2. Raiders really were in control of a majority of this first half, led by as many as 7. Now trailed by 2, and it will stay that way. Rebound Esterby. Raiders under 2 minutes to play first half, trailing by 2 at 24-22.
I'd like to see him set up and just get a good play, a good shot, and not that.
Schultz turns it over. Back up the floor, nearly lost it, nearly traveled. No call. Raiders wanted the whistle.
They wanted a push off.
Outside, back into the block. Shot finished. Carlson. Actually, that's Schmidt.
Coach Vikema got set up a play here.
Send it outside. Esterby drives in, finds an open Strain. Looked to throw it up. Instead, back outside. Foss to the block left. Lucas Foss outside. Schultz for an open 3, and he hits it. A big splashdown for Weston Schultz. That's huge. He's got 5.
They needed that bad.
Approaching a minute to go here as the youth guys getting ready to go out and have some fun themselves. Passing down those shots. No good. Where was that going?
I'm glad he missed it, but they are getting those
my.
wide open shots all the time, Tuck. Vikema has to change his defense on the second half. They're getting eaten alive, outside and inside. You're going to have to man up, throw some subs.
Raiders are trying to survive this first half and go into the break, and like Pete said, make some wholesale changes. Down to the block, left, freed up Schultz again. They don't want him to shoot again after he just hit a triple. 32 seconds left, 8 on the shot clock, ticking down to the top. Raiders drive Esterby up and under. Shot is no good, but he will draw 2 shots with 26 seconds to go first half.
That's a smart veteran move there. Shot clock going down, attack the hole, make the ref make a call.
Again, just finding a way to the lane, creating the opportunity, and then drawing contact. Esterby doing as he's been taught his whole career since he was a young fella. Now he'll go to the line to shoot 2 of them on the foul to Felling.
Tuck, as an official, I kind of feel like Esterby actually caused that contact. Could have been a no call or offensive even, but we'll take it. And he makes the free throw. We're all tied up at 26.
Chance to take the lead here with the second shot. It looks like Mahtomedi will also get the ball for the final shot clock here, as well as it is now off. Both shots good for Esterby. 20 seconds to go. Raiders going to try to get a steal. Instead, pass it to the corner for three, and it's good.
And guess who? Number 10, Graff.
I mean, he has come off the bench on fire. Raiders with 10 seconds left into the front court. Matt Foss drives in baseline, draws two, throws it back outside. 5-4, clock ticking down. Raiders going to have to shoot. On the run, Esterby. Up and under was beautiful, but he's going to shoot two at the buzzer.
Esterby, great drive right there.
Wow, is that pretty?
I have to give Mahtomedi, their defense is quick. Every time we think we got like a pick and roll play, next guy steps right over and there's no shot.
Especially in the second half of this first half.
Agreed.
I mean, it's been a tale of two teams, especially down low, and that speed is, you said, was creating havoc, and here we go. We'll see two shots for Esterby here at the end of the half.
And this is that classic, it's like a technical, this is almost worse for some.
I know.
Because there's nobody there.
Everybody watching.
I still
no
feel
good.
I feel like there was like 0.3 or something, and I would make this free throw.
So the Raiders will trail at the half. 28 for the Raiders in this first half, but 29 for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Raiders on the clock. We're leading for about, 7/8 of that first half. Mahtomedi comes back right after being down by 7 to make it a 1-point game and eventually get a lead. It would be tied back and forth, and really, like you said, Pete, the Raiders know they have some things they have to change and clean up at halftime, and I think that's the most important thing now. Find your identity, rock and roll, and let's get it going in the second half.
Yeah, they were shooting three-pointers. They weren't making any, but when they started draining them, that lead shrunk, and then it went away. So you're right. Adjustments at halftime, just like any good coach. Andy Reid at halftime during the Super Bowl, Shanahan, we'll see who makes the adjustment. We'll see what Coach Vikema does.
We'll take a break and come back with more in your halftime update. We'll also have scoring and all that when we start the second half of play here from the Hastings High School Fieldhouse. In Metro East Conference boys basketball at halftime, the Mahtomedi Zephyrs lead your Hastings Raiders 29-28 here on Hastings Community Television. We'll be right back.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video to your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for?
And welcome back, everybody, to the Hastings High School Fieldhouse as the Hastings Raiders are trailing by a score of 29-28. And the Hastings girls at the halftime, they're trailing 45-13 up at Mahtomedi. As we're going to take a look at what's going on tomorrow night. If you're watching live here on HCTV, big girls hockey playoffs set to begin. Section 3AA looking pretty strong, and really 1 through 8. There could be some upsets, folks, and that could include your Raiders on the road as the number 5 seed. They will go over to Rosemount, play at the Rosemount Community Center against the Irish. A Dakota County battle, folks. You only have to drive 12 minutes, and you're right there. Fill the place up in Raider blue and gold, and let's have some fun tomorrow night. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to be there tomorrow night just to watch the game as a fan and hopefully cheer our Raiders on to a first-round victory. And that's the biggest thing, man. You win that first game, kind of like when you go to the NFL playoffs, Super Bowl, the whole
March
thing.
Madness.
You win that March Madness. You win that first game, you never know. I mean, just win the first game and anything can happen the rest of the way.
Well, I might have to go to the game now that you're going.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I was actually thinking about going anyways.
I'm actually negotiating. I don't know where he went. Dallas is around here somewhere in Raider Nation, of course, keeping the masses entertained. So we'll try to see if he's still down to go, but I'm sure he will be.
And he is named after Dallas Goddard, correct?
Well,
future tight end of the Raiders?
Well, actually, it was Dallas Braden, who was a pitcher. There's a long story to that whole thing that people will have to hear on another broadcast. But, yeah, there's a little bit of a tie-in to a former professional athlete. So here we go, back live here on HCTV. Tuck and Pete here for the fun. Little shot under the basket, no good. We'll take that right away. Some good defense. Raiders got to get it going. Figure out what they did that wasn't exactly what was working in that first half. Capitalize, make a couple changes, and hopefully button some things up here in the second half. Nice bounce pass. Burnat's in, blocked from behind. That's a great defensive effort. All right, so Mahtomedi tightening up defensively too right away.
Yeah, it was another good give and go, but the Mahtomedi defense so quick he blocks him from behind.
Unbelievably fast. Near side. Slowing down play. We'll see if maybe that's the MO of Mahtomedi here. Is this one up and under shots good? Down low, good move. Made it look easy, to be honest. Carlson with the bucket.
That's their leading scorer. Not tonight, though.
No.
That's his first points of the game.
He was buttoned up very nice, but it doesn't matter when you got the other guys just jacking threes and hitting them. Down low, easy layup. Schmidt.
That was not an easy shot, kind of floating off to the
I should say
baseline.
He made it look easy.
Yeah, he made it look
really
easy.
He really did. That was not an easy shot, though. Down to the block left, Newton throws it away. That one landed in the softball field.
I'd still like to see Newton go to the hole there with it.
That timeout. I don't blame the Raiders here. Down by 5. Not the best start we wanted here in the first minute and change here as we take a peek at the bench. Raiders going to go over some things, and obviously what they tried to switch wasn't what they wanted to have work here, and now they're going to have to restructure again right out of the break.
And we want to say a good shout out to our sponsors, Farmers Insurance, Katie Lindbergh Agency. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. Thank you, Katie.
Back at the field house, Tuck and Pete here on a Tuesday night. Raiders down.
Tuck, it looks like there was an adjustment made by Coach Feichman. It looks like he came in man-to-man defense there.
Yep.
Now, they scored 2 right away, but I don't know if that was necessarily because they were in man-to-man. It was just bad, slow on the footwork.
And that second shot was not an easy shot to make, although Schmidt really made it look simple.
I'll actually take that shot all day if you want to try to keep making that all day. There's the Raiders give and go there.
Kudos to you. Driving in, down to the block, shot, drawing contact, foul, and Coach Feichman can't believe it here. Body, foul will go here, and again, you're going to see the kind of collision right here towards
and I think
the basket.
Early in the first half, they were letting that go, but I was down there talking to the score during half, and referees might start getting a little tighter as the game gets going a little bit.
Let them really play in that first half. Felling now with 3 points tonight.
That was Esterby with the foul. That was his second.
Esterby's foul. Thank you. Raider crowd looking for a reason to get into this one. Second shot. Ooh, that had some moon boots under it, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely had the height.
Good. Felling hits them both. He's got 4. Raiders down by 7, biggest lead of the game for Mahtomedi. Now back up the floor again they come. Shot for 3, far side, good, oh my.
Raiders better score, and they just stole the ball.
Swanson with the 3, and then a foul down low, and the wheels have flown off the wagon in just about 45 seconds of game clock.
They sure have, Tuck. But it's 16:07 left in half, so just slow down. Good passes, smart plays, get good shots. It's not over.
Swanson with 12, all on 3s. Shot here is good. As Carlson, now we don't need him heating up.
No, and you mentioned Swanson all with 3. So was Graff. They both were 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
2 shots, both good. Carlson with 4. The Raiders down by their biggest deficit of 12. Where did that come from? Raiders have not scored in this half. Let's change that here. Foss triple teamed under the basket. Couldn't get anything to go. Esterby drives in. He's fouled on the floor on the way in. He tried to get it to Lucas Foss.
I wish when he had the ball underneath there, go up strong. Don't be afraid, go for it.
Swanson give it a second. Inbound, now down to the block right. Shots up, no good. Ugh. Carlson, bounce pass in. That's Schmidt actually, ripped away. Up the floor, Matthew Foss, left side, shot for 3, good. We needed it, and 1, 2.
Oh,
yeah.
That better be after the shot, ref.
No, that 3 should be good. Three-pointer will...
They're talking about it. Don't tell me that
it should be a 4-point play.
I think
they're calling the basket.
Yeah, the basket's good. It was a foul off. It wasn't down the shooter. It was down low.
So this is going to be 3 good and then Raider ball. That's how I imply.
That's exactly how it is. And this is the momentum shift maybe we need to just let's keep squeaking back. We'll take it.
A big turn here. Let's take a peek at this again. And we'll break it down for you, Peter. Yeah, shot was good, but you can't see under the basket.
But here's the deal now. Refs are starting to call it like we said, and you get the other coach kind of under their skin, and you might get some calls here.
Well, that wasn't the way we went out of that to go. End to end, rolls it up, no good. Out of play, that's going to go off of Hastings. Now back to 9. It seems all of a sudden manageable again after going down double digits.
Just wish we had a turnover right away there, though, on the inbounds.
Right.
At least get a shot.
And that's been happening all night for us. It just seems like the Raiders would score and then a quick turnover. Or, you get a big play and then a foul. I mean, you can't take that quick step back. What a great play right away by Strain. Knocking it away. Raiders get the steal, and let's get back in business.
Yeah, Bernance has been a little quiet tonight.
Just check back in, so we'll see if we can get him ignited. Esterby. Inside, double team, Foss back to Esterby. Oh my goodness, no good.
Yeah, that was an ugly forced shot. Foss doesn't seem like Newton doesn't even want to go for Foss.
Drive in, draw foul, perhaps, and he did. Shots good and 1.
Foss is pretty much standing there, but I think he turned his body. Let's see if he gets, I don't know what, Newton must be a little hurt. He's not in there a lot tonight.
And Carlson all of a sudden heating up. He's got 6 and will try for 7. Foul goes to Foss. Lucas, his second shot for the 3-point play, goes after a couple of bounces.
Sometimes you see that out of leading scorers. They can be like quiet and all of a sudden like that, flip the switch and here they go. That's all right though. Still a lot of time. We just got to go get good baskets.
Raiders up the floor, right to left in the second half. Down 43-31. The lead, the biggest lead at 12, has been 12 a couple times. Bernance for 3, no good. Rebound, Hastings, Strain back over to Schultz. He'll go cross floor. Take that, baby. Shots up, no good though. 14:30 to go here in the second half. Call it regulation for now. 43-31. This one knocked away. Raiders had a fingertip on it. Strain just couldn't tip it ahead. Easy lay-in on the other side of things.
Tuck, this is one of those nights that the ball just isn't going your way. There was a possible breakaway. We don't get it. They get a layup.
Yep.
Sometimes that happens. Everything goes bounces the other team's way.
Especially to start the second half. That was really what killed Hastings. Just a fast start. Raiders didn't score their first points of the second half until about 3.5 minutes in. Bounce pass in. Dean can't finish, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. And that's fine, but the Raiders down 14, and the more the clock ticks down, the more it becomes a paramount that you start scoring in bunches. As you look at the replay again, good bounce pass in, but just couldn't finish as he was hacked on the way up. Dean, and he'll shoot two. No.
And we haven't really talked about this much, but hard to maybe see it from the camera, but Mahtomedi is super tall, and I almost feel like that's almost intimidating some of these Raiders. They're just, normally they would take the basket, try to make a move to a post. Now they're just kicking it right back out.
Now you got to worry about the fact that you're down by a ton, and you don't want to surrender any more threes. Although that's where Mahtomedi has been hitting. They could really pull away in this thing here in the final 13-42 if they want to, and then another undisciplined foul, unfortunately, on behalf of the Raiders. And Hastings just needs to find a way to straighten things out because now the lead is at 13. The clock continues to roll downward. Pass inside. Thought about getting a hand on it there. Back in down low, block right. Now send it out up top, and they're going to try to eat some clock, get down to every portion of the free shot clock you can here the rest of the way with a big lead. You can't necessarily stall the way you used to in high school basketball, but you can still eat up the shot clock. Shot here for two off the front rim, no good. And you hear the shot clock expire. Back up the floor, Burnatz in transition. Right to left, spins around, triple team. He's in trouble. Back up top, Schultz didn't take the three, wide open. Steps back.
You see Burnatz too. Normally he would have taken a shot on that play, and he just got scared of the trees or something. I don't know what's up.
This is off of the... Oh, they pointed the wrong way. This is Raider basketball.
It's Raiders basketball.
Oof.
We need a score here.
Inbound to Dean for three. No.
Open shot. I mean,
Yep.
can't blame them. They're down 13. Somebody's got to try to score.
Mahtomedi will slow it down, you'd think anyway, in the front court again.
Yeah, like you said, seasoned coach. He's told his kids, we get the lead, get an open shot.
Shot there for three was not the right shot there, and it's no good off the front rim. Raiders need to make some headway here offensively. Burnatz trying to start it, gets to the post halfway down. He's hammered there, no call.
Burnatz, when he pump fakes, he's got to know to go up with the shot. He'll get the call.
Burnatz from behind is stripped. This will go back to Hastings with 17 on the shot clock. Sorry, 20. Back to 20 on the possession.
New sub in there for the Zephyrs. That's number 25, Jacob Wilson.
First time we've said his name tonight. And why not? When they're ahead by 13, you can afford to get a little deeper in your bench without anything necessarily getting hurt. And how is that not a foul? I was going to say. I mean, are they calling a jump? Oh.
Oh, he is calling a jump. He called a jump ball.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say Matt Foss, Lucas Foss, the pads aren't on, but start playing some football.
You almost have to tell your guys now if that's the way it's going to be. You have to play. Yeah, you don't have to.
Not
play
saying play cheaper, just play tough. Just play tough.
Right. And there is a difference. We've seen it a lot of times. I mean, you bring a team like Prescott over here. The style of game is different for the Cardinals to come into our house and play a little bit different style of game. We've seen that. It can happen.
And now Mahtomedi going into a zone because we haven't proven that we can beat them from the outside.
And that's it, too. You haven't shot much from the outside tonight. They're going to tell you to go for it. And there they do. And that's good.
Maybe we need to let the shot clock run down.
My goodness, Matthew Foss, we needed that young man. His first bucket of the game is a triple and a splashdown here in the second half, which we need. We need a few more of them. There we go, rip it away. Let's get back up the floor. Hastings sneaking in with Esterby. Corner left. Peyton drives in, gets to the block. Rejected. Second effort. Yes. Newton puts it up and in. Dean, a good effort, but how about Newton's awareness and then the finish? Back to 8 and then back to 10. Finish on the other end as Mahtomedi steps up their game and speeds it into the front court.
Still a lot of time, Tuck. Over 11 minutes. Only need to gain a point a minute. They can do that, especially when you make a three.
That one's no good, though, unfortunately.
Little push right there.
Say, what is that? How is that not
That's a technical foul, ref. You were watching that?
Goodness.
You cannot do that in high school.
Yeah, I agree, Raider fans. I totally understand. Pass in down low, shots up. That won't roll in the front rim. Need to get the rebound. Loose ball into the corner, right side.
Oh, nice
nice stop. That was a soccer save I've never seen by Marlowe Strain. We're going to put that on the replay later on.
Wow, they're just hitting everybody.
Corner three. No.
This is going to get out of hand, boys.
Into the front court. Layup off the front rim. No. Got his own rebound. Things are not going the Raiders' way here.
Nope. They got a lot of time.
Slowing it down, and I would too. Things are a little bit crazy right now on both ends. It's a 10-point game with 10 minutes left. This is far from over.
Yep, get a good shot here.
Newton.
There it is.
Esterby thought about the three to Matthew Foss, who just hit a big triple.
Give it to him inside.
Back to Foss again. Matthew. Left, Esterby, cross court, finds Strain, thought about the three, dribble steps inside, off the window, no good, can't get his own rebound. We needed that to fall.
Yeah, we did. That was a good drive, though.
Yep.
That's a pretty decent shot.
That was the right thing. They were giving it to him, so take it and see what you can do with it. Obviously, from the outside tonight, it's not working the way we want it to. We got to create some more opportunities. And there we go, turn it over.
Come on.
Now make it, cash it in. You don't need to hit a three necessarily. Just find the hole. Just got to start putting them together. There's Dean. Floats in. Shot no good. Rebound. Ripped away on the ensuing pass. And now it's back up the floor, Mahtomedi. And they're going to give him a foul, though.
Yeah, you know why? Because he made a weird head bob thing to give it. That was not.
Let's watch this pad save here as we think we'd be on. Oh, look at that. I mean, that is insanity to be able to have the wherewithal to make that stop like that. I'm serious. I don't know how he's not on the soccer field, too. Shot here is going to be good. So that shot from Jacob Wilson. There's the big three there that Foss needed to hit. We need a couple more, though. So, he was my post-game guest a couple of games ago anyway. Shot good. Back up the floor now. Raiders down by 12 with 9:12 to go, 49-37.
Still don't need a three, Tuck. Just get a good shot.
And I think that's the thing here is this shot for three won't go either. You don't need to force it.
Yep.
Raiders defensively have gotten some turnovers. You can build on the other end. It's just can't keep forcing, and that's what's really been hurting Hastings. But in this situation, when you're down 12 anyway, kind of have to. Shot here is no good. How many of those have they missed tonight? I mean, Mahtomedi could be up by 32. Shot here for three from Burnatz. I don't know.
That was way forced. A guy in his face. Coach has got to get a play set up. Need a leader out there.
And I'm not dogging anybody, but this is a sloppy basketball game.
I would agree. From all sides.
Yep. Up
Players
top.
And
Wilson stripped. Raiders up the floor. Esterby gets into the paint. Slow it down. Settle it down, guys. We're just, as soon as we get the ball in our blue and gold hands, it seems like we're just chomping at the bit. This is loose. It's ours. No. Foss threw it out along the end.
Foss, they just don't look like, don't they look scared when they get inside? Go! I got to get some intensity in Lucas Foss.
Yeah, that again, that comes with learning. I mean, we think that we'd be past that point, 19 games into the season, but it's never too late to learn, and I think the Raiders are learning a ton at home here tonight. Pass inside, Raiders one-on-one defending with Schultz down low and then driving in, just penetrating, finding that lane and scoring and making it look easy as Schmidt. And again, he's used his length and his athleticism to his point here, and this is going to be a foul as it looks like Lucas Foss will shoot two.
Now, Lucas must have hurt me because he went to the hole. That looked like a pretty good block from me, but maybe there was some body, but let's see if we get that replay. Yeah, maybe there was some body there.
Hank Roloff's at 4 fouls. Shots good from Foss. Lucas with 6. Unless I missed something earlier.
No, you're probably right.
There hasn't been too much to miss, unfortunately, for Raider fans here in the second half. Second shot here is good. We needed both of those. Every point here from here on out is going to be what we need. And right now, the Raiders are down by 12 points, 51-39. Need to break the famous Bartley rule, the team to 50 usually winning the games. What do you got here?
And that was a long, Want to say a good shout out to our sponsors, Balanced Wealth Management, retirement planning expertise. Thank you, Balanced Wealth Management, for supporting HCTV.
We appreciate it as we're back at the Field House. Tuesday night hoops in the midst of what will be a pretty big week, including Raider girls hockey playoffs on Wednesday night. More boys hockey to round out the rest of the week in through the weekend. The St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Patriot basketball tournaments this weekend as well.
I might have to go there. I used to play in that tournament. Won a few championships there too.
6 games on our sponsor, KDWA. They will have 6 games throughout the weekend, Friday, Saturday, so make sure you check out that fun. Again, it's going to be a great weekend of sports here throughout the area. And the Raider boys here, as Coach Fikema talking to the fellas, saying, hey guys, we got plenty of time, okay, but we got to start making shots on the other end, because right now we're playing well enough defensively to be able to even this thing out again. We just got to start hitting shots.
Yeah, you got that right. Just they're forcing shots.
Yeah.
They're feeling like it's a minute left in the game. There's not.
Every shot since about 15 minutes to go in the game was just like that. Like you said, it just feels like, oh, we got to shoot right away. We got to shoot right away.
And we've had good pressure, and they got the full court press on here. Mahtomedi has been great at breaking this. Like right here. Ooh.
And with the Raiders defenders, they can play this
Loose
press
ball.
very good, as we just saw. Ripped
it.
away. Schultz, cross left, sending it to Esterby, who drives into the paint, hits his brakes, plays it outside. Dean looking to penetrate. Hit from behind, but into the hands of Lucas Foss.
And I'll give it to him.
Looking for Matthew, into
forced.
Lucas.
Get it,
that
Lucas.
one's in the block. He's triple teamed and loses the ball.
So you can't force it when he's double teamed, though. I haven't seen Newton in the game in a while. I'm not sure what's going on. Go ahead.
The double teams turn into triple teams so fast, Peter. And there's a 3,
Speaking
and that
of
one,
triple.
that's going to hurt, man. That's Swanson, and he has 5 threes tonight. Man, that's just...
They've killing us from outside on the three-point line.
This is where they show that they have a little bit better of a team than anybody gives their 8-10 record for, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I was going to say coming in, we have an overall better record, but you got to look at the whole who they played overall.
There's been a plenty of usual suspects when it comes to conference play, but some of the non-conference, they play some very talented squads. Weston for 2, long 2, goes. We'll take it.
I'll take the roll, but when you're that far out, don't step up a foot in front of the line. Stay for the 3. If you're going to shoot that far, take the 3.
Weston Schultz having a pretty good offensive game. He's got 10 tonight.
He's one of our better offensive players tonight, actually.
Yep, he really has been. He's added a lot of speed. There, this one's knocked away. Speaking of speed, he's maybe been the Raiders player of the game tonight.
I would have to
If you're going
agree.
to hand one out to a Raider, Weston Schultz has been all over the floor this evening, and really, in all facets, in a good way. We haven't had really one thing to say about Weston's game that would be a reason to get him out of there. You might as well let him ride here for the final 6:23 too.
Yeah, and our leading scorer, Bernant's back in the game, so we'll see if he can get a hot hand here towards the end.
We got to chip him. Got to keep going over and over and over. You got to hit about 4 or 5 in a row here. You got to play defense too. Make sure that you shut them down 13 with 6 minutes to go. And Mahtomedi taking their time as they will with, again, no chance to play a legit stall like back in the day. You got 2 seconds left on the shot clock. That didn't go, but that
Look out behind you, Owen.
Yep, and it's stripped.
And
Boy,
here we
you were
go.
right on the money, and this will be a fast break opportunity the other way and an easy layup. And yeah, the Raiders have the wheels falling off here in the second half. That was Carlson who's had a half. Sent back the other way. And that's an elbow in the face. How's that not an offensive foul?
Yes, sir, there you go.
He elbowed him right in the teeth.
Ooh, and he I'm not sure what's going on here with Schultz and the other guy, if they were pointing at each other like, hey, you good? Or if, hey, don't be stepping on me like that. I'm
Take
not
a
sure.
peek at it. He got the elbow right into Weston's face.
And watch afterwards.
Kind of walked on him. Oh, he just tripped on him.
Oh, and Schultz was making sure he was okay because he was an accidental trip. Good sportsmanship right there. Even right there, I'd almost throw the ball up the court. Don't touch it. You need all the seconds you can here.
Schultz outside for Matthew Foss, who drives in, gets some room, shots up, no good. Rebound, Newton back in the game. Off his fingertips and out of play with 5:22 to go in a game where the Raiders are down 15 and Mahtomedi is running away.
You could see right there, Matt was a little hesitant going for that easy layup because of the height of these kids. It's hard to see it from up here. When you're down on the court, though, you can definitely sense it. So
Boy, Raiders just kind of not their night, and they know it.
Like you said, only midway through the season. Maybe you don't win this. Learn from it. Grow from it.
You got some more games coming up this week. You got to just build in the right direction. Realize this doesn't hurt you necessarily in the section, but you still would like to get a win against a pretty good team that would help your QRF ranking. Shot no good. Rebound Mahtomedi again. Another chance. That for 3. Didn't wait around that time. Rebound Raiders. Burnatz out right side. Matt Foss. Matthew up top. Weston Schultz into the corner for Esterby. Driving in. Gets to the post. Lost the ball.
I would have just shot the 3 when you're open for that. They're quick. Mahtomedi is quick on D and offense.
And I thought coming into this game, I thought maybe that would not be their strong point, but it really has been. And Mahtomedi will take a full timeout here with 4:28 to go in this ball game. 56-41. The biggest lead is at 15.
So they're down 15. So if I'm Patrick Peterson against the Colts down 35-0, I just say, hey, we're only down 5 3-pointers.
Yeah, right.
What's the big deal? We're down 5 touchdowns, come back and we're down 5 3-pointers.
Well, let's do that. How about that? We'd take 5 3-pointers here if we can get back into the game. But the Raiders, more than anything, as we said, we'd really appreciate just a couple buckets, make it interesting down the way as we'll say hi to another sponsor. I know who these guys are.
Yeah, one more time, a shout out to KDWA Radio, local news, sports, weather, and community events as they happen. KDWA AM 1460, FM 97.7, KDWA.com.
Thanks, boss man. We appreciate it. A little partnership between KDWA and HCTV. Hopefully that will continue into the long term. I get a hug from my 9-year-old. I'll take that too, I guess. I mean, I kind of need a hug when it's a 15-point game in the wrong direction. So, yeah, it was fun. We had fun.
I mean, I'm not saying it's over yet.
I
know. I should never say that, but
there he is.
Hey,
Dallas.
There he is,
Look
Big Dallas.
Guy.
Look at that camera, Big dog.
Hey, there he is. That's my little munchkin. I should say little. He's not exactly little, wearing the AC/DC shirt tonight. Mom said that would look good tonight, so that's all on Mom. And yeah,
we need to get the current going here, the electricity going here for the Raiders.
That would be nice. Hopefully there's no more dirty deeds done dirt cheap, because that's how I feel we've been done here in the second half. As the Raiders down 15, shot miss. Raiders up the floor. Esterby, right to left. Of course, Esterby, speaking of Esterby, Mr. Esterby, Matt, the principal at, here we go, 3
There's
point.
one, 4
we'll
more.
Take that. Say Matt Esterby, the principal at McAuliffe, is actually Dallas's principal, so a little bit of tide for those guys tonight. Under 4 to play. 56-44.
A 10-second violation.
That's a 10.
Here
you
we go,
better
baby.
believe it. Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Come
now
on,
let's
baby.
find it. Oh, there's just so much that's happened this half. I'm what-ifing, and as a broadcaster, you're told not to ever do that, but I keep replaying some things earlier on in this half that...
Don't do it. Focus on the now, sir.
Trying. 3:49 to go here. Got to get some buckets here. We can't really milk the clock.
He's going to hit it again.
Court. Foss, behind the back. Newton off the glass.
We'll
yes, okay, let's go. Kellen Newton hits 2. He's got 8.
Just like that, back to 10.
10-point ball game. Raiders, like we said, just make it interesting here. Have some fun with it. I've seen crazier comebacks. I'll tell you that, in this gym. And I mean some crazy ones. And this one still is not without a realm of actually having this one happen too. Passing down low. Turn around. Shots up. Off the glass. Made it look easy. And he's been killing us.
Yeah, he's been good in there.
Schmidt. 14 in the game. 58-46.
Hit it.
3, no. Weston Schultz trying, although he's been one of the offensive studs for Hastings tonight. Schmidt really has been the key for Mahtomedi, and the drive into the
good rebound.
Paint was good, but the shot wasn't. And now up the floor, Burnatz again will get into the paint, out of control, still got it to go. We'll take that.
You're right, Schmidt has been the killer, but down there low. If they're going to give him the ball way back here on this, do what they're doing. Double team him. He's not, tall guys aren't usually the best at dribbling around up there. Steal it, put him under pressure.
Put somebody on him. And again, you're not going to necessarily throw a body on him, but let's watch the Raiders back up the floor again with Burnatz creating, driving, and then up and off the glass, high off the glass, just kind of a prayer, seeing if it would go. And at this point, we'll take any prayer we possibly can.
Amen to that. There's a good shot of us in the booth, and
there's some
couple guys hanging out.
Some handsome dudes
Hey,
up
Mom
here.
and
I'll
Dad
tell you
in
that much.
Arizona.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. Hi, honey. I am working tonight. She's probably wondering, oh, what are you doing tonight? Honey? What are you Dallas
doing? You're not
doing?
supposed to swear on the live.
Well, I know. Well, she probably thought we were going to the Wolves game or something. She's probably like, they got to be at the Wolves. No, we're at the Raider game tonight. Raiders down, though, 58-48. How about those Wolves? They're still hanging in it, man. I mean, we're still towards the top. Minnesota basketball fans. Golfies won 2 in a row. Dare I get excited? Woo-hoo.
All right, full court press on once again. Very smart. 2:36 left to go. Referees go. Little floor, wet floor, damp floor.
Towel action. One of the gals down there. Hey, talk about quick on this spot. First of all,
where did she come from?
That's what I'm wondering.
Hey, you in the locker room just waiting?
Do we have an instant replay of where she came from? I mean, that might be, man. A wonderful job, young lady. That was fabulous. 2:36 to go. When we're reporting on the way that our floor is taken care of, and I mean, hey, that's a good thing. But we wish we could get some Raider points. This one's up off the rim, no good. Rebound Raiders. Let's go. 2:25 to go. Down 10. We practice these scenarios all the time after school. Let's put it into play now. Schultz, left. Foss, down low. Has Newton
and one
blocked.
Yep. I think you got to stay with the 3. He's too tall. You're down by a lot of points. Kick it and then kick it out.
Carlson back in.
Oh, blocked him.
Blocked there. Schultz again is just having a game.
Bad
and then the Raiders turn it over on the other end, and that's a foul against Schultz.
I'm okay with that foul because that would have been an easy layup. But Mahtomedi, they're good at anticipating that break and just like safeties out there just stealing it.
That is a great way to describe it, because I was thinking, too, defensive backs, jumping a pattern. I mean, very much like that. You see it right there. Just got that hand in there. He was running the post route. Well, the cornerback jumped it and turned into what it did. Shot here, and the 1-and-1 will go get another one, and that's going to build some distance. 2 minutes to go. You see a push in there, too, Pete?
I mean, the Esterby was just trying to do a little block out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, get off, man. That wasn't nothing major, but little high school love.
Yeah, that shot's good, too. Carlson, a great second half.
Yeah, shut out in the first and just woke up in the second.
Schultz back up top for Newton. He'll give to Burnatz. Shot for 2 for a long 2 is good.
Kind of like I said about Schultz. If you're going to shoot that far, make it a 3.
Owen with 12 tonight. But the Raiders as a team, just not enough tonight.
Nope.
Minute 31 to go. Down 10, though.
This is one of the first times I've really seen them just struggle as a team.
Yeah.
Usually they're pretty well gelled.
Well, and you wonder, too, because I didn't get to see the whole Tartan game. What was there that game where you almost had a chance to upset an undefeated conference team? Shots up in. They find the tic-tac-toe in the finish. And Carlson's making all of his bread the second half.
Yeah, Tuck, you're right. That happens in any sport. You almost win the big one, if you will, like a big game, and then you just kind of get deflated, kind of wear out. Stuff happens mentally. Long season, though.
Foul against Mahtomedi.
So we're down 12.
Wait a minute. Why is that not a shooting foul? Or, excuse me, 1-and-1.
They only got
Not
6
the bonus
six,
yet. Okay, there we
fouls.
go. Okay, my bad.
One more.
Tapped away.
Down 12, 4 threes.
I like your thinking.
Every 15 seconds, you got to make a 3 and don't let them score. At least 1 second left.
I love the way you sell me hope. Where have you been the last 21 years? I mean, I've needed you every game I've been on the radio, having heart attacks since 2002. I mean, jeez. Oh, boy. Well, no, it's better late than never that we finally pair up. So here's pass it down low, and then Mahtomedi's going to milk the clock.
Good job by Coach Vikman.
Well
no fouls.
No,
you're down too
no
much.
reason.
Now, I don't know about driving the ball if you're Mahtomedi with whatever left on the shot clock.
But props to Coach Newman's squad. They're able to sweep the Raiders this year, and I didn't see that coming. I saw a split 3-shot here, no good. Rebound pulled down by Number 30, Schmidt, who had a great game, and with 20 seconds left, the shot clock will be turned off, and this thing's going to end likely here at 62-50.
If it doesn't end 62-50, I got a problem with somebody. I'm going to go talk to a coach.
But that's the way it's going to end tonight, folks, as we're going to keep it tuned here for just a second. Have a little bit of a post-game rewind for you, too, as the final 62-50 tonight, as the band who is in attendance tonight will play the Raider school song. And,
band sounds great tonight.
They were fantastic. And it's amazing that it's not as big of a band ensemble as I thought it was, but man, they sounded like they had the giant band here. I mean, that was fantastic. So that's one of my highlights of the night was the band here tonight. And how about Weston Schultz? I thought he was really good. Even though the Raiders lost, it's a team game, and he's probably going to say, hey, we still lost the game. I really thought he played well tonight.
Yeah, you're right. He stepped up as a point guard, did his job passing, getting some good give and goes, back doors, made a couple threes, some twos, but Mahtomedi, once they got hot, it was just too hard to stop them. They had 3 points all over, rebounding everywhere.
Yeah.
They could go a ways in this tournament.
Thursday night, girls back home against Two Rivers. That'll be a big one at 7 o'clock right here at the field house. And the boys basketball team or girls hockey sections playing on the 14th. We don't know yet just because we have to wait for the girls to play their game against Rosemount tomorrow. Of course, the 5-ranked Raiders traveling to number 4, Rosemount tomorrow. I believe it's a 7 o'clock start. Don't quote me. If 7 or 7:30, I would think, at Rosemount over at the community center. Folks, if you're going out there, just take 42 out to 3, go 3 north, and you'll see that, right past Rosemount High School, right where the I believe it's the Armory there too, that is hooked up to the ice arena. Very easy to get there. There's no reason that tomorrow night on a Wednesday with no other games going on, we shouldn't pack that rink full of blue and gold crazies and we bring a win back home and head on to that game on Valentine's Day. So thank you, Pete. It was fun. It's always fun. We have, like I said, I don't want to go home yet because I still think we have about 2 hours of energy to get out. But thanks for all the fun as always.
Always a pleasure, Tuck.
Hunter doing a great job producing, directing, graphics. He was on all the replay. You should hear him throughout the game. If you did hear him throughout the game, that's how much. He's just crazy. Ben Brannon, Max Slocum, Seth Essler. We got 3 awesome camera people tonight. Did a great job bringing you this game tonight. Also, thanks to Balanced Wealth Management and also the Katie Lindbergh Agency and the radio station down the road at KDWA. And you can find my news there as well if you'd like to listen to that anytime you would want to. So that's it. Raiders fall by 12. They'll move on now to 10-9 overall, 5-5 the Metro East. Zephyrs 1 game under 500 at 9-10, and now 7-3 in the Metro East Conference. Wow, very good season in the conference for Mahtomedi. For Peter, I'm Tuck. We'll send it back to the studio. Raiders fall by 12, 62-50. Good night, everyone.